Hello and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. So I have to wait like a good 10-20 seconds to make sure it's actually streaming before I start talking. Got myself a polar seltzer here. We're all set up. Got the stream up. My phone is charging, so I don't really have a good spot to put it while it's charging. Well, maybe. Oh, wait, sorry, I have an extension cord. Yes, I do. Let's put this behind me, right here, in case anyone's in the chat at some point. All right, so as it says in the description, will I lose my B rank today? Can I manage to hang on and keep it? How's this set up? All right, looks good. I'll find out. If it does happen, that I lose my rank, then it happens. It's just something to work towards again. But the goal is to do well. Again, I'm still working on having a better mentality. You know, got to stop comparing myself to how everyone else is doing. Just focus on what I'm doing. And stop getting upset about it. Because I think what it is, I'm putting too much pressure on myself to do better and better, and it's actually slowing me down. I was doing some practice laps yesterday, and I just had to stop. I'm just pushing it way too hard, and it's actually slowing me down. So I actually spent all day yesterday playing Baldur's Gate 3, which is pretty good. I will admit, it was very addicting. But we're back in the driver's seat today. I went to a Cars and Coffee earlier. There wasn't a really big turnout today like it was 2 weeks ago. So I checked out some of the cars, and then I got to talk to some guy about what was going on. And then I got out of there. Still good to look at some cars. What did I see there? Seeing a, obviously some GTR 35s, right? Yeah. A couple of those. I think this was a 1975 Porsche was there. A couple Boxer S's. Camaro SS. Actually, it was a Chevy Impala, I think from the 60s. I forget. I didn't see the exact year. I think it was huge. Huge boat with a beautiful car, though. What else did I see? Obviously, some Mustangs. I think the 68 Mustang was there. The white and blue one. That thing is, it's done up nice. It's very nice. A group of Honda S2000s pulled up. I think 4 or 5 of them. It felt like the scene from, I don't know, it felt like Fast and Furious as the black S2000 pulled up. I'm like, I swear to God, there's an Asian guy. It was an Asian guy driving. Like, it's Johnny Tran. You can't help it. It was because like half of them were Asian pulling up. Like, dude, this is like it's like that Fast and Furious gang. People like, yeah, it's racist. It's not racist. I'm just noticing it. But still, he had nice cars. I like that. This car was a little more understated, so I like the black one more. What else? A few GR Corollas. I think 2 Type R's I seen. Oh, there was a Nissan 300. Was it 300? The older one. The older Z? I wish I knew. If I'm looking at it, if you see, you know what I'm talking about. What else? Mustang Mach 1. One of the newer ones, not an old one. WRX Impreza, one of the new Imprezas. My 2023 Hyundai Elantra SE was there. Probably the best. No, I was parked over in the employee area. Let's see. Although one guy did ask me about my car because he asked me if I had a car. Just over there. He's like, no. But I think he noticed it was like done up really shiny and when all the wheels are shined and what have you. But I was like, nah, it's not. It's just, it's not a sports car. It's not no sports car. It's like, I want one. I want a Boxer S, but not right now. I got to pay this car off first. Which he got it. He understood. But he's asking, it must be kind of quick, though. I'm like, well, it's, surprisingly, the 23 Elantra isn't very, I wouldn't say it's fast by any means, but it is surprisingly quick for what it is. It does get up to speed pretty good. Especially once you're at speed. You can get right, you'll be suddenly at 80, 90 miles an hour without realizing it. I've done that down the straights where I'm going 70, 80 and not realizing it because it rides so smooth and comfortable. Thankfully, that's just a long, nice straight road. You can do it, but I'm going to get pulled over one day for going way above the speed limit. Oh, what else? Anything else pop out in my head? That Porsche really did. The older Porsche really popped out. That was really nice. Camaro SS, of course. Oh, somebody had a hearse there that they're talking about how they fixed it up, because apparently they get rid of it because all the warning lights are going off and whatnot. What had apparently happened was the power steering was leaking so bad that it got into all the sensors, and once they got that cleaned up, the car was fine. So it was pretty neat. Someone brought actual hearse. Someone brought an old ambulance. I wish I got the car make and model. An old ambulance from way back when they were in station wagons. That thing's neat. Somehow I managed to confuse a 350Z, the Nismo. Somehow I confused that for a Skyline that was pulling up. I was like, what was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. The front ends are the cars look completely different. I'm not sure how the front end threw me off like that. I was shaking my head at myself, murmuring to myself looking like a psychopath. Too bad it wasn't a bigger turnout, because the last 2 weeks before, both parking lots were just packed with nice cars. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes the cars and coffee, you only get like one of the lots filled. I think it's because it's been so humid and crappy out. And I'm going to throw out a crazy theory. I detailed my car yesterday because I looked at the weather, and there's nothing in the forecast. There's nothing in the forecast. I checked. There's a reason why I checked. I pulled into a touchless car wash, got it all nice and washed up, went over and do my wheels, shining up the tires, spraying off the windshield and whatnot with a special glass cleaner to make it all nice and clean, and vacuuming the inside, all the works. And I parked the car into the tree because that's all place I can park around here at my apartment, my parking spot. And I open up the window and I look out. I open the curtains. Like, what's it look like out there today? And I see dark clouds coming in. I'm like, what is that? These look like storm clouds. So you have that semi-wall cloud coming in, and I'm going, no, this isn't happening. I just spent money washing the car and all that effort. There's no way the forecast has suddenly changed. It's been 2 hours. So I check my phone. The forecast has suddenly changed. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, of course there is. I only just washed the car. Of course there is. So that ruined everything I did. Although, thankfully, I got the ceramic coating, so it actually didn't really ruin my detail job all that much. It actually held up pretty good. Still looked good today, but not as good as it could have looked. And why I'm rambling about this story is I theorize a lot of people might have detailed their cars yesterday, and then they all got ruined from the thunderstorm. So maybe a lot of people didn't show up because they were just upset about that. And it was really humid and crappy out the last half of this week. So maybe they were just like, I want to sit in my living room and turn the AC on, which is what I'm doing right now. So I did check those cars out. They were nice. It was a good time. Had some coffee. Oh, but let's get ahead and get some laps going here. I've been yammering to you. Speaking of which, while I've been yammering, is the qualification started. Gotta have a strong coffee in my system if you couldn't tell. Alright, so I'm going to be trying to hang on to my B rank today. If I lose it, it's not the end of the world. There's worse things in life than losing a B rank in a video game. Let's get used to it. I'm not trying to do anything fancy right now. Just get my braking points back down. Oh, actually, there was one of these supers there today. And it was done up for racing, too. And he had a vanity plate that said LOL BMW. Actually, there were two supers there. Oh, there was actually, remember on my last stream I had mentioned I hadn't seen an RX-7 there? Sorry, two RX-7s there today, but not the one you're thinking, not the FD. There's actually older ones from the late 80s, I want to say. One was an automatic, and the other one was a standard. I know one of them at least was an automatic. Still nice to look at. I love when people bring the older Japanese cars. The Japanese make awesome cars. Love their stuff. I was also doing some of these laps with my VR headset on yesterday. And one of the problems I have with my VR headset, it's not really a problem with the headset, It's a problem with how this car in particular is set up. All right, I'm going to pause it. All right, so when you're sitting in VR headset and you're driving this car, because I'm assuming because I have just a base PS5, it isn't necessarily the clearest picture. And I'm an American, and this is important because I don't understand kilometers per hour. I have a rough idea, but I don't understand it. I couldn't look at 235 and know that's 146 miles per hour. I just wouldn't know that. So that's a problem. But I could work with it if the speedometer wasn't attached to the steering wheel. Because when you're in a VR headset, I'm looking out the windshield. I need the speedometer to be on the dash. You know, we have the cutout for it on the dash. It could be there, but they put it on the steering wheel. No, I want it on the dash. I'm already looking here. I only have to do a quick glance down. So it's actually the setup of the car I don't like with the VR headset. And because I don't understand exactly how fast I'm going, my judgment points are a little off. So I have to drive by feel. And I was getting faster and faster, but in the end I said, this isn't worth it because one, the VR headset makes you sweat, and two, I'm not going to be staring at my steering wheel the entire time. And that's the problem with the VR headset in this car. Although the depth perception, spatial awareness is amazing in VR. I'm always blown away by the VR. But it has its drawbacks, and that's why I just play on the screen. And I wouldn't be able to read the chat with the VR headset. Back to this. Faster. I might take it at about 130, 140. Yeah, you can do it at 100. That's alright. We're just going to ease into it. We're not trying to do it set fastest times. We're going to ease into it. I went for a really nice walk yesterday, too. It really cleared my head. It was a really good walk. Up and down hills. Walked for a good hour. It's a good walk. I always recommend it. Go for a walk, get some exercise and clear your head. Go outside, get some sun. I think I'm going to do today as well. I was walking around the cars and coffee, but it isn't dedicated to a true walk. Maybe I'll jog a little bit. I'm not a big fan of jogging anymore. I just prefer walking, just looking around a bit. think a lot of my jogging before, I used to be more heavy in exercise, was really ego driven. Especially if you're trying to compete with somebody for some unknown reason. It just takes the fun out of it. Get back to how I was racing before. The setting good established times and staying consistent. I'm just aiming for being the fastest. Obviously being the fastest is a benefit, but before how I was climbing was purely based on just being consistent. I'm just trying to be the fastest. Definitely that break I see is what I needed though. My brain to take a break from all this racing. Because I was getting to the point where, I was at the point where that mistake I made there, it started making me mad already. Which means I just put way too much pressure on it. It's not really a big deal. I'm gonna try something. I'll see if I can get the rear end to slide out and do something cool, but that did not work. Just understeered instead. Alright, let's wait for the next race here. Let's do it. I wonder what next week's racetracks are going to be. Excuse me. Be streaming tomorrow night. Do what I do on Mondays. Do a bunch of practice laps and paint the car. I want to go back to more of a pure synthwave aesthetic. I have some ideas kicking around my head, especially after I watched Rusty's channel, Rusty Shotgun. A lot of the paint jobs he showcases look really good. I can imagine they take a lot of time too. Talking to him, so my biggest problem when it comes to making a livery is that I don't understand the tools well enough to get my ideas translated, which is spot on because I don't. That's absolutely true. What we got left? 25 seconds. It's too bad that last time I was playing on Friday night that I lost as much DR as I did, especially because of that power outage. That really hit it hard. That's why we're on the precipice of losing it. That power outage gave me a DNF. And it hurt my my SR as well. All right, what do we got? So this race is very important. We want to finish in the top 8, preferably, maybe top 9. Like I said, that power outage hurt my DR. We're on the precipice of losing B rank because of that. B rank's been tough anyway, so you know, maybe I'm just going to lose it regardless. But that certainly didn't help. So this race is important, but I can't treat it as such, even though I know that it is. Just going to keep working on getting better in some way. One thing we're going to do, because we know turn 1 here has been a fiasco all week, and if I could learn the lesson of back off and let people fight for it and don't become a part of it, that would go a long way. So I gotta actually do that. Back off and let them fight during their lap 1 nonsense. Just back off and let the chaos happen and earn the positions back. And the better strategy. I think that's the strategy. Don't be so committed to getting as far ahead as possible. Because it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. It's insane that I've been trying to do the same strategy all week. It hasn't worked. We're changing strategy. We're going to purposely give up position to let them fight it out. Because probably 2 or 3 of these people are going to quit anyways. Alright. Time to lock it. So we're going to be hitting the brakes now. Oh geez, I see 3 cruise misses coming up. I'm watching that radar. Alright, I'm just watching what's happening. Let them all fight it out. Tuck in behind this guy. I'm letting him go just because we can't just be stubborn about it. I can get positions back. It's the most dangerous part. Let them all establish themselves. We can fight for it later. Jeez. That was dangerous. So far, so good with the strategy. Somebody already quit, so strategy is lining up. what's going on back there, but I'm scared. Are they fighting with each other or something? I don't know. Remember what the custom slipstream does, be very cautious at the turn. Get sucked into their mistakes. Very cautious about that fact. Only lap 3. Oh my god. Was not used to that speed. That's all right. That's all right. Move through it. That was iffy. I almost lost the car there. Gotta get better at braking or moments like that. really good, man. This exit speed. Sorry, told you to wear headphones. This exit speed's crazy. Looks like they're fighting up there. I was thinking that too. Don't give it too much. So it's probably going to go for it. So I'm going to try to get in the room, but I'm staying on the inside. Oh, they're fighting. Okay, that was a bad turn. I could not afford to give it more throttle. I've been in that situation too many times and know exactly how it ends. Next lap. The guy behind me would start bump drafting me. That would be fantastic. Better than last time. Buddy, come on. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Bump draft. Faster. Faster. Trying to stay aware of his positioning. I understand the line he was taking. He's trying to make sure he didn't hit me, but I'm also trying to make sure I don't hit him. We gotta do that better. Losing so much speed there. You might have to go around me. When did I get in position 8? When did that happen? You guys bumped hard. I've been tensing up my abdominal muscles so much while sim racing all week that I'm actually getting spasms in my abdominal muscles from it. Ugh. Being careful, trying to bring her home. last lap. Pulled into it. There we go. Good read on that. I had to shift early. Car loves to just not cooperate during that, so I'd rather just secure it than not try to go with my ego. Buddy. Alright. Who was that? Who? Team Associated. What an amazing hero, Team Associated. He saved that. And Bella Gill, shame on you. Shame on you for trying to do a blocking maneuver when you had no right to do it. And then try to sideswipe me too. But Team Associated bumped me around him. What a legend. Bella Gill, you're a write-off. I'm writing you off. Dirty racer. What an absolute legend. Yeah, he took a hit to his safety rating too. Good. And Team Associated, he got the R2. Very good, very good. That was good. A good result. The strategy worked. Back off during the first lap and let them take their positions and gain them back. It worked. It absolutely worked. Let's take a moment and cool my jets before I do anything else. What's going on in there? What's going on with work? Nice. Looks like the picture I took for work panned out for everybody. And they understood where to get the thing. Very good. Right now I'm just cooling my jets. I find taking some proper breaks in between races does seem to help. Instead of just grinding out quality laps. Let's just let the jets cool. Consistent 100% focus through an entire stretch rarely ends up being a good thing. Sometimes you got to back it off. We had a good result. I'm happy with it. I understand where my braking points are. I understand just keep to my line. I may not be the fastest. That's all right. But I'm consistent enough where I can gain position. Because people just crash all over the place. It's crazy out there. Oops. Let me get in there. Yeah, I gained a little bit of B rating. Very good. That's all. We're just going to chip away at this. Let's see. What if Gohan never stopped training? Yeah, well, that's not what happened, so. Gohan. Hungover at Tokyo. So I'm just looking stuff up. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. Just I'm just relaxing before the next race. That's all. I'm just decompressing before we do it again. But we got 20 seconds. We're in it. All right. All right, let's go. Let's bring up my chat again. Where are we? P5. We're just going to stick to the same strategy. I don't care about P5. I care about finishing the race without smashing the car up and maintaining safety. And we're aiming for top 9. We get higher than that, hey, that's great. But the main focus is just having a good race, not take it so seriously, because it tends to have better results anyways. All right, here we go. Ooh, I like the Castrol livery on that. Ooh. Look at that one. The succubus on the back. Good. Is that a Porsche? There's a Porsche here. Lost Angel. Huh. He's going to be going for it. We have space. I don't want it to be part of this pile up that always happens. I'm just going to be off to the side, minding my own business, let off the throttle, let them have their fun. Watch for cruise missiles like chow. See, that's precisely what I was watching for. It's all right. We can recover from that. That's why I was taking it the way I was, way outside, because that was definitely going to happen. Especially when I seen the cruise missile come up. Fix. Is this guy actually going for an inside pass on this turn? Alright, the car has repaired itself. Very good. Now we can start focusing on gaining positions. But we're not out of the woods of lap 1 yet. That guy is determined to just smash his car at all costs. Settle in. Put my phone over. It's distracting. Let's settle in, boys. So hopefully we can use him as a bump draft buddy. Bump draft buddies. It was a dirty pass, but we can sit here and complain about it, or we can try to utilize it. This guy is determined to pass, even though he better the bump draft. He's realizing that now. My instincts say to be extremely careful right now. Oh my god, did his car like flip over? What was that? He really crashed. Jake Carino. I see the name. Well, I see what he's going for now. Closer than I wanted to be. Give me a good setup though. Pulled into the 6th gear. Whoa, I didn't even know you were there, Smith. I'm gonna put something behind you. Do that fast, I'm gonna work with you. I'll stay behind you. I'm not gonna pass you. Oh, that guy is dirty. Oh, it's Jau. Not my fault, but hey, what are you gonna do? Of course, some of you don't have the turning radius. Why do these cars have the turning radius of a bus? Jau spun me out. He had no reason to. But I think he might have been trying to avoid the car that just ghosted in front of him and then came out of just thin air. Which is something Polyphony Digital needs to stop allowing to happen. The ghost can just appear when a car is right on top of them like that. See, the strategy didn't work that time. I was purposefully not going too aggressive because of these pileups that happened, and it still backfired. But, you know, I can sit here and lose my mind about it and be mad, or just be like, next. Yeah, like it hasn't happened before. Come on, car. Don't blame me, Super. That wasn't my fault. I swear the game's cars get surly after an accident. They don't want to cooperate. Knock it off. That wasn't my fault. That guy spun me out, and I'm not even sure if he did that on purpose. I think he was trying to avoid the ghost and hit me as a result, because PD, the ghost settings that PD uses are ridiculous. They can just appear in front of your car. That's what happened to the guy. He was coming up on him, and then the ghost just reappeared and messed everything up, which shouldn't be something that happens. But we could go on about PD and their inability to address problems all day. I don't feel like it today. But believe me, I would love to go make a laundry list of problems I have in this game. That really affected the guy spinning me out. We're going to be stuck in last place for the rest of the race. Oh, it's weird. is that because I'm usually in a draft with somebody, trying to get my break point down there now is actually weird. Hey, how's it going, Rusty? How you doing this fine day? Oh, you know, the usual. Got spun out, and I'm losing. You know, the usual. The usual. Pretty terrible. All because of a ghost reappeared in front of somebody's car, and that guy tried to get around it and smashed into me and spun me out, so the usual crap that always happens. Oh, there you go. Nice. Nürburgring. Good luck with that. Yeah, it is daily action, alright. It's been like that all week. I've been spun out almost every single race by somebody all week. And on Friday, the thunderstorm came through and it disconnected me because I lost power, so I lost strength for that. So it's been a horrendous week, really. Just awful. In terms of life outside of Gran Turismo, it's been pretty good. The X-Track? I don't even know what that is. I'm hoping it goes better, because this has been horrendous. Especially when I changed my strategy too of purposely hanging back during the first lap, and it worked in the first race this morning. I was able to gain back my positions and finish in 7th, 8th. But this race, even though I did that, I still paid dearly for racing clean as I usually do. Dude, that's the logo. I don't know. I recognize it when I see it. I've had enough of slipstreaming. This race was awful with it. But still, the major thing I'm still working on is not getting tilted, because I've been getting tilted almost every time I played this game this week at some point because of how bad it's been. So at least I'm maybe getting a little better in that department. Maybe. Yesterday was nice. I only did like 100 miles this game, and I just played Baldur's Gate 3. Got a nice break from this. too much speed and bad angle. Put on the brakes a little too late there. Not a little too late, it's actually really too late. Hey, Jay Carino, you're one of the guys who threw me into a wall earlier. Judging by how he's driving, he's trying to let the position for the guy he just recently put into a wall. Sorry if I miss anything that you're saying, because I have my phone flipped upside down so it doesn't distract me. So I have to read it as it pops up in the bottom right. That didn't feel good. That didn't feel good. Slow it down. That didn't feel good at all. I'm not giving enough brakes. Be harder on the brakes there. That was close. That was really close. Bad lap so far. Very bad lap. I don't see why these cars can't take that corner a little faster. I swear my Elantra in real life can take that corner faster. Take my car out tomorrow and do it. Put it into the woods. Another person has left the room. On with it there. I'm looking for the whole ball. It must be a bad entry point. Too slow. Sure, I'm driving like depends on it's gonna slow me down. I'm never gonna get in the top 10 in this race. I'm gonna drive like I'm gonna get there. Racing very slow, 204, 204, 204, 204, very, very, very slow. Again. read that in a minute. Oh, why did I stop reading it? Threw myself off. Yeah, well, rammers have been a serious problem for 2 weeks now. But PD will never, ever, ever address any problems, ever. They just won't do it. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm so busy thinking about rammers and stuff. I'm getting distracted now. Enough about that. Let's not talk about any of these idiots, because it throws me off. Let's not talk about these morons. It puts me into a tilted state. I don't want to think about it. We can complain about it as much as we want, but they're never going to fix it, so let's just move on from that. They will never hold people accountable. Chances are the guy who spun me out is going to get rewarded anyways, because they usually are. Back to a sliver. Yeah, everybody was rewarded, of course. Alright, let's see. We got someone around the entire pack restarting the race. Dude was on a mission, yeah. Just make sure I'm reading all this stuff. Alright, qualifying time trial. We are on the cusp of losing the B rank. Right there. One loss like that again, and it's gone. What's going on with it? Restart, retry that. Why is my approach so messed up there? Why do I keep... Alright, I know why I'm messing it up. For some reason, my instinct is to try to like start hovering my foot, and it's throwing me off of my lineup. That's what's doing that. Okay, I understand it now. That's why I'm messing that up. For some reason, I'm expecting the brake. I'm not sure why. Because you don't brake there. You just let off the throttle. I know this. But that's why it's messing up. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh. I need to take a week off from Gran Turismo during my vacation, I think. That's coming up in a week or two. Jeez, I was going to play a lot of Gran Turismo. Maybe I just need a break from this. Team Associated's good. They shouldn't even be in this race if they have an A safety rating. All right, this race is very important. We cannot finish below 9th. I'm trying to play with a positive attitude and saying there's no pressure. But I'd be lying if I didn't feel any pressure from myself. All right, let's maintain what I did on my first race of the day. Of just maintaining a good line. You're not trying to go for speed, trying to go for consistency. Watch out for the spinners. Stay away from everybody because everybody's an idiot, apparently. That's what I'm going to go with. Everybody's an idiot, including myself. And so let's just stay away from everyone. Pokemon. bump drafting into this, buddy. Whoa! I mean, I couldn't have been more careful. I really couldn't have been. I was avoiding everybody and I still got spun out on purpose. I mean, what more do I have to do? I am purposefully making sure not to drive bad. I'm purposely giving room, and I still just get spun out no matter what. I mean, it's crazy. Why does it take for Polyphony Digital to fix this problem? I have been spun out in 90% of my races by someone else deliberately doing it. So that's the end of my B rank. It's gone now. It's gone. And the majority of it was done by people spinning me out. Even when I'm purposefully driving around people and not hitting them, somebody still finds a way to hit me. God damn it, I'm so focused on other things. This is what happens. I start to get tilted and I start worrying about the phone going off. As people contact me about their problems. I saw the phone screen change. I'm like, is someone calling me? No, it's the stupid screen. Put that over. I can't stand phones. I really can't. Because every time I see the phone ring, it's never good news. So my heart sinks every time I see the phone screen change. So it severely distracts me. It's anxiety from it. I have anxiety from phones. I do. Because I've gotten nothing but bad news for years. So my heart drops every time that phone rings. If I see the screen change, it's like in the corner of my eye, like, what now? What is the problem now? So that's, it'll severely distract me. So every time it goes off, like, what is the emergency that I have to drop everything for this time? You know, what is the catastrophe that I'm walking into? So I have developed severe anxiety about the phone going off. Enough where it distracts me heavily when I'm racing. That's why I tell people sometimes, like, don't call me. Just don't ever call me. Don't call me. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about your problems. Nothing. Do not call me. Unless it's an actual, factual, true emergency, which is part of the problem. Because my buddy was trying to call me too, and he's just going on about nonsense. Like, what? Tell me about some girl he's hitting on or something. Well, I can't, man. Or a question he already knows the answer to, and he's just like trying to verify it for himself. But that's what happened this race is once I got spun out, I got I did get tilted. And then I saw the phone screen change, and that I was already in a tilted state, and then the phone screen changed, put my mind in a different state, and then that really messed it up. So we're definitely losing B rank after this. How are people crashing in that area? That's exactly where my accident happened. How are they crashing there? It's a straightaway. Cooperate. You better set up there. Oh, good. It left. I've had bad experiences with ghosts. Well, you and I have the same paint job. Essentially, we should work together. God, that car just takes off. Damn, that thing just takes off. Get back here. Get back here. Looks like we're catching the guy ahead of him. F. Larry. Frank Larry, I think his name is. We got two front. Sucked into his mistake. There we go. Come on. Bump drafting here would be very dangerous, so I'm not going to. I'm wary because he's kind of panicking at the moment, so... Whoa, 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 buddy! Desperate? Jeez, it really messed me up. Dude, that was some desperate driving from you. You shouldn't have been able to even catch back up. Thank you, Custom Slipstream. That almost spun me out. I wasn't expecting him to do that. I was trying to get lined up. Buddy, come on. Yeah, well, you know what? No. That's not even my fault. You're just all over the freaking road. Nothing I can do about that. What was I supposed to do? He bounced around like a ping pong ball. That's not my fault. He had that coming. See you later. Next time, don't try weird maneuvers and bounce around like a ping pong ball. And then deliberately throw your car in front of mine trying to use me as a bumper. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm at speed. I'm not going to sit here and just let you bully me around. You already tried to spin me out with coming up that freaking on-ramp. So, we'll see you later. I'll take the hit to my SR, I suppose. Situations like that, it's just... He's desperate, hits my car, doing dangerous maneuvers, bouncing around like a ping pong ball. What am I supposed to do? I'm just to hit the brakes and just give up the position to him? No. I refuse. That's on him. What am I supposed to do? You're bouncing around like that and purposely put your car in front of mine. Clean race bonus. Boom. That shows it. Even the game said it. Huh. I didn't lose and I didn't gain. I've never seen that. I didn't lose and I didn't gain. I was in the perfect spot. apparently. I've never seen this. Apparently the game was like, you should lose, but you do get spun out, and you somehow maintain a clean race. Okay. That's what you want to say. Okay. Speaking of clean, how is the oil? Ooh, excuse me. Alright. Anything pop up on the phone I should be aware of now that the race is over? No. Actually, how long do I have until vacation? Let me check here. What's going on? Let's see, I paid that bill. I want to double check National Grid. They should be all caught up. Double check all the credit cards, but those should be just fine. I usually don't have anything on those, but sometimes I do. But anyways, let's look. So we got to get through this week and next week. So in 2 weeks, I'm on vacation. Fantastic. Huh. I wasn't there before. Must have put it in the wrong spot. I did put it in the wrong spot. In any case, yeah. So get through this week and then through next week, and then I'm on vacation. Not that I don't like my job. Actually, I like my job. Just, you know, you always use a break. I can't believe Gran Turismo gave me a grace there. No gain, but no loss either. Wow. Justice. What time is it? 12:30. That's the perfect exit right there, at least for me. Kind of hungry. All I had was an apple and like 3/4 of a donut. A good donut though. Where I was at the Cars and Coffee, I had a real donut maker there, not that crappy actual real donuts that were big and fluffy and good, made correctly, not like Dunkin' Donuts does. Oh, Rocco's Donuts? What are you saying? I'm gonna go for a walk and grab something. Work myself a little. It's a beautiful day. It's hot, but it is a beautiful day. That was close. Ooh, I thought I was going to hit the wall there. I was testing something and I could... yeah. That was late. I wasn't sure though, I had to test it. Again, for the umpteenth millionth time this week. Still testing. Definitely can do some more Baldur's Gate today. I think during my vacation, if I can convince like a buddy or something to do a Baldur's Gate playthrough with me, see how the multiplayer is, that'd be so cool. Could roleplay it better. Ooh. They should have a campaign builder in that, and people can make their own D&D sessions. That'd be cool. All right, where are we sitting? Racer X is here. Geez, he's a regular here on the channel. Regular Racer X. See, how many times have we seen him now? He's always here. Sometimes followed by Racer Z, but that guy's not here. See that guy all the time. I remember seeing him during C Rank. Good to see he's still around. That is an ugly Supra. Although maybe I should be one to talk. Mine isn't the most appealing design either. But it is done, so just leave it alone. Tokyo Expressway. Oh, that was in the last race, wasn't it? Let's pay attention. We're going to get 50 right off the bat here. I'm tucking behind him. The problem I'm having right now is I'm watching my radar closely and trying to watch 3 different things at the same time. A little taxing on my processing power. You guys gotta calm down. Please, I'm requesting that you calm down. Oh, it's Racer X. He's the one who understands. I don't have a 7th gear Racer X. I can't go much. Oh my god, the car is going to explode. Coming down that straight at 185 miles an hour is crazy. Aztec. Spun out 2 cars there. And he's dirty. He's been leaving his hazards on because on the GT it looks like he's hitting the brakes because it's a Ford design, because Ford sucks with everything. The taillights come on, like he's hitting the brakes. So the taillights and the hazards are the same. So he uses that coming in and out of corners to throw off anybody behind him, so you might get a penalty against him. He does it on purpose, and I noticed it. He's using Ford's horrendous design to cheat. Sooner on the brakes. I feel like coming up the straight any faster than we already are. Whoa! Whoa! Really, Renato? Yeah, enjoy your 3-second penalty, douchebag. Hope it was worth it. You just cost yourself all your positions. trying to squeeze me out. It's working. Racer that he is. I'm gonna say it. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Like and subscribe, you people. For God's sakes, hit that subscribe and hit that like button. I'm gonna say it. It's the first time I said that in 5 years. Somebody hit that button. Somebody hit that like. Somebody hit that subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, hit that unsubscribe button. That was dangerous. I didn't need to do that. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. What was that noise? I'm gonna be a little later on the brakes. I'm trying to get, still after a week, I'm still trying to get that one spot, and I'm actually losing time because of it. Just a little later. Just a little later. Racer X is back on my ass, man. That's actually good that you can give me a bump draft. Get a little faster here. Thank you. No! Monica! Come on, car. Came in with way too much speed. Thank you for the unnecessary bump draft, Racer X. That was really good of you. Thank you. Really appreciated it. Screwed up my line and everything. Well, you to give me unnecessary bump draft, and he took the inside line, screwed up my approach, and then that was that. Thanks, Racer X. I really did appreciate the unnecessary bump draft and screwing up my line like that. I really appreciate it. I should have done it better, but it was unnecessary. And there goes my B rank. There it goes. Still there. How am I still there? Can't be there. It's got to be gone. Ah, I did get a like. Fantastic. 2 likes even. That's great. People just like to watch me suffer. Let me get a drink. Thirsty. Oh, I really like it. I would like some food. Do I need to do grocery shopping too? What do we got? So I hope I don't do more grocery shopping. Food is so expensive. Wish I didn't have to eat. I'd save way more money. Alright. Oh man. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Dang. Excuse me, excuse me. Just awful races all week. All week. Just terrible. Still make that mistake. It's hard to believe this is a high-performance sports car when it can't handle pulling out of a damn turn. Just trying to get that down to a science. Well, more than sports car, racing car, actually. Although concepts, though. 40 seconds. You know, within that 40 seconds, you can always hit like and subscribe. You can always just hit the little button there. It's not even a button, it's a screen, actually. Or if you've already liked the video, hit that dislike button. And if you've already subscribed, hit that unsubscribe button. We're going to trick YouTube. We won't know which way it's going. All right, another race. Oh my goodness. Why do I do this to myself? Addicted. That's the problem. Racer X is back. Excuse me. Who's bringing a Mustang? Is that a Mustang? It's a Mustang. A Mustang? Really? In this economy? Really? Huh. Crazy. Oh, this is cool. I always like seeing the Dale Earnhardt livery. Oh, and this is Earnhardt Jr., right? Neat, neat. Here we go again. I don't really want to send it this fast, but I'll stay this side. And Racer X again. Racer X apparently turned into a dirty racer. Oh no, it was a tough area. I'm just taking out my frustrations out of it. I'm not sure who it was that I bumped into, but this is very tight. No, it's Jo. He is dirty. I remember him. He is a dirty racer. Dude, you purposefully tried to close. No, that's not my fault. You were definitely trying to throw me off there. You see me going around and try to throw your car in front of me. No, I'm not playing that game with people anymore. You are purposely trying to do stuff. He sees me coming up, tries to close the door just as I'm about to do the pass. Nah, we're not having that. Not having that. Not in this house anymore. Room for him. It's the problem when they're trying to force that pass there. We both end up going slower. Too much. It's alright, at least we got the slipstream, make up for it. Worried about him. Ooh. Dude, those GTs, they just take off. Man, that thing is fast. Wow. No, no, oh, that's, no. Come on, baby. I'm pressing the throttle so hard, like it matters. Good. I'm trying to carry more speed, but it'll knock it off. It's going to be a huge disaster. We were 3 wide into there. Jeez. Do we really have to do things like that, guys? Come on. That was scary. Whew. That was risky anyways. That ended way better than it had any right to. Oh my god. that was something. 3 wide into there. Oh my god. That was a crazy thing that we did there. We're lucky we didn't wreck. We're all lucky about that. Nervous wreck lives up to that name. I'm a nervous wreck now. Jesus. I do these things to relax. This is crazy. I'm not relaxed at all. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna keep saying it now. Someone's gonna do it. Oh my god. Crazy. Crazy. That was crazy. I want to see that real quick when we went 3 wide. Well, at least it was kind of 3 wide. That was nuts. Oh, I'm gonna get a fever from this. Let's check that out. Let's check out that. Replay the last lap. Oh, excuse me. My items replays. Yeah, right here. View. Nervous wreck. Nervous wreck. So something happened here where they lost each other. Contact. Oh, he was trying to avoid the contact, and that's what did him in. was... I want a better angle on that. That... Let's go 10 seconds here. That was cool. That was good. we were all taking a pretty risky lines right through there. We know what happened to the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car though. He was trying to avoid an accident and got into one. At least that's what it looked like. All right. We still only got 2 likes. People are not hitting that like button. It's right there. I'll hit the button myself, and it seems like bad form. It is my stream. So I'm thinking one more race, and then I'm going to call it. Because I would really like to go for a walk and have some food. And give my abdominal muscles a rest, because I realize now why I've been getting sore abdominal muscles is that I'm constantly tensing my abdominal muscles from sim racing a lot, and I'm carrying that tension into work. Now I put it together. That's why, because I'm just constantly tensing them up. If you get underneath this chubby layer, those are rock hard muscles, just from being so tense all the time. Damn. Oh, I'm pooped. Poopsie daisy is what I am. We'll just wait the 2 minutes and hop into the race. Oh my god. Ugh. 'This is definitely the last race. I want to go for that walk. Sweat out a bit. Maybe stop somewhere for a burger or something. One minute left. Hey, how's it going, Portal? How you doing today? How was your Sunday? Oh, the Cars and Coffee was all right. It wasn't a very busy Cars and Coffee. Not a big turnout this time. Only like one of the lots get filled. So I took a quick look at the cars and I got out of there. The time before that, both the lots got filled and the place was packed. But you know, comes and goes like that, I guess. So that was good. And I came home, started racing. It's been some pretty rough racing today. A lot of spin outs from people hitting my car. And we were on the cusp of losing my B rank. But then one of the races, I got a clean race, and that actually stopped me from D ranking. And the race I was just in, had a good 3-way fight with somebody, and well, 2 other guys, and finished in 6th on that race. So overall, I guess it's going all right, all things considered. This is the last race I'm doing today, and just going to be just try to maintain the B rank. As long as we don't really mess up, we should be able to maintain it. But it's been tough. It's been a tough race. I thought I would have this race down this week. I thought, oh, no problem, top 5 every race. That was not the case this week. This has been a brutal race all week. I'm looking forward to changing tracks. Oh, that's a cool. Is that a Sprite livery? That's neat. Oh boy. Once I'm done with this race, I'm gonna go for a nice walk. Stop and have a burger somewhere. Maybe a beer. That's what's good about where I live. You know, there's stuff within walking distance, so you can walk to places and you don't have to drive anywhere. So you can actually kind of walk and go have a burger and have a beer, not worry about driving or anything. Although I do have beers in the fridge. Got some good ones too. Got an IPA. I think I got 2 IPAs in there. I got a King Julius in there, I believe. That's pretty good. Sip on that. Oh, and I figured out my theory why my abdominals have been sore lately. It's because I keep tensing my abdominals. I tense them for hours when I'm playing this, and I'm carrying that tension into work, and that's why they've been sore. But now I get it because I'm way too tense. I do this to relax. It's having the exact opposite effect every day. Well, that's good. Yeah, it's nice to have a place you can just walk to. It's really good. Get out and then get some fresh air, walk around. It's not like it's not a fancy town or anything, but you know, it works for me. It's nice enough. If I really want to, there's a bar across the street. I can stop in there. I don't stop in there though. It's just, it's like a dive bar. It's a good bar. It's kind of a dive. I haven't been in there in a long time, actually. Shampoo sandwich. Yeah, exactly. It really is a core workout. I'm trying to figure out, like, why am I like abdominals? So when I put together, I've been doing this way more, and I realize how tense I am most of the time. I gotta fix that. Speaking of tense, we got missiles coming up. I know I'm braking a lot right there, but you really have to during the first lap. This race is just a mess. I got a guy on my inside who I don't want to squeeze out. I'm going to pull in behind him. Oh my god, buddy, that was so dangerous. That could have ended real bad. I'm sorry. That could have ended everything. Some room on my inside again. Oh, buddy, though. It's alright. Poor girl, I got you, man. It wasn't on purpose. Just couldn't get it to turn. I've been there all week. But we can get the front, we can get the pack separated. That'd be great. We're just gonna work together here. That's the trick. I don't really want to bump. We're already going fast enough. We need to be destabilized in great situation. That would have been real bad if I bumped him into there. That could have gone horrible. But we're all so close, we're slowing each other down. Mr. Burgall, I'm gonna need you to go a little faster. Don't you dare pull back over here. I'm still freaking trying to... Oh, come on, Mr. Burgall. Oh, it's not. It's Dennis. Dennis the damn menace. We gotta get around Burgall because we're getting slower and the pack is closing because of his bad lap. That was crazy. That wasn't even on purpose. He didn't hit him on purpose. It was just a tight spot. I hit him and he hit the other guy. I'll see you later, CTK. You had it coming. Oh, that's karma for you, man. Sometimes it's like that. It's instantaneous. How'd that even get in here? I'm in that weird spot again. Funk monkey left. Alright. Those guys are going at about 180. Buddy, I gave you, you were just trying to squeeze me out. There's nothing I can do about that. I tried to give you as much room as I could. I even slowed down, hit the brakes around 110. I did everything I could. when I'm behind somebody like that on that particular part of the course, my braking line is different. I brake way earlier just because of that. So it gets squirrely, understandably so, because I do as well. There's a little gap in the guardrail back there, and that's where I hit the brakes when I have someone in front of me. Because I don't know where they're going to brake. See what I mean? My brake line's way different when someone's on here. Slow down. Regain a good line. Regain the line. Gain the line. There we go. So you got her under control. Slow it down a bit. Slow it down. Don't throw the race trying to go faster. Just bring her home. Oh my God. Wow, not a single super in the top 5 right here. Look at that. Whew. I do this to relax. I say it all the time because it's not relaxing. It's stressful. Alright, well, I did not lose the B rank today, so that's a good thing. We got very close. We got to the precipice of failure, of ultimate failure. And that wouldn't have just been a drop to C, that would have been mid-C. That's where it'll drop you. But I have had enough. That's 315.8 miles of pure had enough. Oh, I am looking forward to the change in tracks for next week. And I'm thinking, I have to look at it. I'll know more tomorrow when I watch Rory in the morning before work. But maybe I'll do race B instead to get more races in. We'll see. We'll see. It all depends on what I look at. Oh. In any case, what you guys need to remember, and you all are really, this is very important. This is real talk. Like and subscribe, if you could. You just got to do that. You got to hit those buttons. Just got to do it. I've gone from not saying that in 2 or 3 years to saying it 3 times in one day. You got to hit those buttons. Before I call the stream, though, before I end it, let's look at the roulette and see if I get lucky today. What do we got? Do the 3-star first. Oh, no way! No! You faked me out! Congratulations! Yeah, thanks. Wow, that's worse than money. What is it? For what car? You disgust me. You disgust me. And let's take a look at the used lot before I go. Thought that was a Volkswagen for a second. Take me to a Volkswagen dealer. Really? I don't have an MR2 in here? I don't have this? $431,000? Nah, I'll wait for it to go on sale. Hey, put that on sale. I have no idea if that's crazy or not, to be honest with you. Ah! This is the car I saw today. It was this. I did see that at the Cars and Coffee, and the steering wheel was on the right side as well. Let's go to Legends, see what's going on in here. This car I want to do something with. Brought this down. Oh, a Porsche. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, and this thing is supposed to be crazy. One of my favorite design cars of all time. Which one? But we're definitely not passing up this Porsche. I'm not passing that up. Oh, did you really? Nice. Just went car shopping. Fair Lady Z. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. No pun intended. Just for schnitz and schneigels, we're gonna take this car out for a minute. I know I keep saying I'm gonna log off, but let's just take it out for a second. What is the difference? What's the difference here? Nordschleife and Nordschleife Tourist. What's... Then we have this. This is awful when they add that little section. That's just awful. That's how we're going to do it. It's just awful. Just take the car out for a little bit of a spin. Probably won't even do a full lap. Just... Oh my goodness. Look at this thing. It's tiny. I didn't think I had a fifth gear. Oh, wow. Oh. That is floaty. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure. Wow. Okay. Wow, that is floaty. I can't just treat it like a... I like it, though. It does sound good for old school. I would tool around in this if I had it in real life. Not crash it, either. Wow. Depth of field of those tires. It's going pretty good, though, for how old it is. Ah, I can get... Interesting. Whoa. It is squirrely. This requires a gentle touch. Very much likes to be, with the brakes on this, it likes to be in a straight line. Trying to apply brakes on the corner is very iffy on this. Really, 115? I'd be terrified in this thing at 115. Terrified in it now. try to shift gears again. She is kind of nice to drive, though. She rewards careful behavior. Oh no! I spoke too soon! Oh god! Okay then. Pull a Brian Spillner at the beginning of Fast and Furious. Boom! God! Just as I was praising it for rewarding careful driving, it freaking turned it into a top. But I do like it. I like her. I like these older cars. They're fun to drive. They're quirky. Maybe I should watch Fast and Furious today. Okay. Oh wow. Wow. I could feel that going. It was just with the weight transfer. This would take a lot of practice, but it would be fun to learn how to drive it. It really would be. Oh boy. Oh, the collector's gonna be really upset when I return this to him. They're gonna be really upset. We're just gonna drop it off outside his house. And we're gonna leave. I like it. A nice little car. Maybe there should be something I do at the end of a stream. Not today, but actually take a car around Noordschleife. Choose a random old car and just take it around Noordschleife. Or Nürburgring, whatever you want to call it. What is the true name? Is it Noordschleife or Nürburgring? What's going on with that? Who knows? Nobody knows. I don't even think the Germans know. Neat car, though. Add it to the Porsche collection. Yeah, I like it. That's what I'm going to consider doing on a stream. Is just like each stream at the end we'll take a random old car and take it around. Assuming I don't crash it, of course, because I tend to push things too far, and then bam. What's some older? What would be a fun car to take around? Because I think I've seen it. Where are you? This one's fun. This would be fun. The Super B. Isn't there a different one in the Legends right now? Or available? Whatever. Charger's fun to drive too. I think this is one of the models I saw 2 weeks ago at the Cars and Coffee. It was something like this. I have pictures of it. Let's see. Next time it'll be Volkswagen Bus. Ooh, this thing. This thing looks like fun. The Honda S800. Alright, any case. Dragged it on for too long. That's enough racing for today. I managed to hold on to the B rank. If you were watching earlier, I was on the precipice of failure. I was right there. We came back, and we're good to go. Wait, that says... Is it actually... No way. That's... The clock in the car is actually synced to the clock in real life. That's crazy. How did they even do that? Wow. It is a nice little car, huh? Look at that. Beautiful green. Oof. It's getting me all hot and bothered. Yeah, the clock is actually synced to real life. That's crazy. That's nuts. On that note, I hope you all had a good weekend and hope the start of your work week goes well. We could all use a good work week. You know, we could all use some great racing too. Hopefully next week it goes better for all of us. You know, I get to mid B. Portal puts on a better time trials time. You know, all those things. All right, in any case, y'all have a good one, and I will see you next time.